Touch. What's up, MB? MB, I got everything I need. So thank you so much. What's up, Janice Johnson? What's up, Ebony757? Ursha, Soul Fairy, Dr. Lashana Roos Brown, Asha. Oh, Lord. Yeah. What is up? She talks too much. And Robin. So you all, now I ain't, look, this is sad, but I forgot that Lady Nika was doing the Halloween costume competition. And baby, I forgot because I was in my own little world. Y'all know I was, right? But I want to give a big shout out and a big ups to Lady Nika for doing the darn thing with the Halloween costume, uh, the ones that she always do. Want to give a big ups to Demetra Lit all day, girl. You did that costume, baby. If you did Queen of Hearts, ma'am. Okay, you did that darn thing. So I want to give Lady Nika a shout out for doing that. I heard there was another costume situation going on. I heard it was okay. Oh, you was at NSU homecoming? Oh my God. Oh, okay. All right. I missed it this year. I really wanted to go, but I got other things going on, so I didn't get there this year. Darn it, Evan757. But I heard somebody played me, and I got to see the picture, and they look good, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Uh, I don't know what you did, but I'm gonna give you that. But this is what I have to say. And I had a chance to listen to a little bit of Kwani because every once in a while I will go over in Kwani. And let me say this, you all. I am never saying that I don't ever listen to people. I don't listen to people on a consistent basis. I knew that Kwani was going to get a reel when it came to costume competition. So I went over and listened to Kwani. And so from what I gather, Lady Nika always have her costume competitions. But Kwani was saying that VS did hers, I guess, to spite Lady Nika or to take from Lady Nika. And you can't tell people what to do, but I am going to say this. Kwani made some points. Kwani said that Lady Nika's costume competition was about the traditional Halloween imitating, it was good. Now she said VS's Halloween situation was pretty much to put people down. That's what Kwani was saying with that. And like I said, I didn't watch it. I did see the clip of somebody who was supposed to look like me, and I thought it. But one thing I did notice that Lady Nika's numbers are numbering, and they may have been neck and neck during the play. But honey, Lady Nika got them numbers at the end. So again, it is what it is. Oh, I see Ness is here. Hey, Ness, girl. Hey. Oh my God, Ness. Ness, you know what? Ness, you are really talented. You are really talented, Ness. And I wish you would use your talents for what they really need to be used for. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Because this mean girl, this I cuss everybody out, it don't play well. It don't play well at all. And you're such a talented woman. You're such a talented woman. And I'll leave it at that. Mm. So anyway, but again, at the end of the day, Lady Nika is getting her numbers. And people are going to support Lady Nika for the most part. And so big ups to Lady Nika. Big ups to Lady Nika. Lady Nika did the darn thing, and congratulations. No, I think you're mean. I really do think you're mean. I think you're going to a place where, yeah, I think you are, and that's my opinion. And because people think I'm a lot of stuff, and that's great, but I do think you are. I do think you are, and I think you got some issues that you really need to resolve. And yeah, and I like you, but Yeah. Anyway, let me move on because this really is not about you, and I'm not gonna make it about you, and I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna keep it moving. So shout out to the people who did the Halloween costume party, and I appreciate it. So thank you so much. Um, Now let's get to the King Roman thing. First of all, y'all. Now, before King Roman, I was sent a picture, and on the picture it had Ken Nola's Dark Secret, and the picture was shaped like Ken was doing porn for pay. So I was like, Lord have mercy. Now y'all know I'm a content creator, and you know I'm gonna come on out. Now I never said it was Ken. It looked like Ken, and I was like, Lord, I hope this ain't Ken, please. And of course I put Ken name in it because I wanted Ken to come up. Ken came up. Ken verified that it was not him. Joyce verified that it wasn't him. Teresa came up and verified it wasn't him, and Aunt Donna verified that it wasn't him. They don't like him, but they verified that it wasn't him. Now me, I'm not looking at Ken's body and all of that stuff, but I was glad. And so Ken came up and said, no, it wasn't him. But this is the deal. And it was really interesting because Lady Dimples came on. And y'all, I did not know that Lady Dimples was a writer or a participant in LSA. And Lady Dimples, baby, sometimes association can get you really clocked. And I'm not saying that you did that, but that LAS thing, the Lipstick Alley stuff, yeah, I sent Ken the email with the Lipstick Alley address that it came from, and it came from Lipstick Alley Reporter. So I'm gonna let Ken do what he needs to do, but it's getting deep when you got to do stuff like that. And so that was the first thing. And a lot of people said, "Ooh, Jay, you was being messy. You was doing this." I was doing exactly what I do. And I'm glad that Ken came on, straightened it out, and it was what it was. I said, this is what they put out. So it is what it is. You should have investigated. Ken came right on up and said it wasn't him. So it was really, really interesting. So moving right along, let's go to the King Roman situation. Now, it seems to me that King Roman has a really explosive temper. And when King Roman gets upset, he sees black or red or whatever. And King Roman goes for broke. And King Roman is a smart guy, but I'm telling King Roman he can't do this because these people ain't worth it. They really are not worth it. And trust me, Kwani done had her job called. I had a job called. A lot of people have. A lot of people have. The ghetto job called. So I thought it was really interesting that we were giving you advice because we've gone through this. And unfortunately, King Roman, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do nothing. And if people are crushing on you, and if you are not giving them the attention that they think you should be giving them, it'll be on. And let me say this, King Roman. First of all, you're not a bad looking person. You're an articulate person. And some people they may have some feelings, nothing more than feelings. They can have some feelings, and you may not reciprocate those feelings, and people want to get back at you. Now, what I found that was very, very interesting in this conversation, and this is why I think the Thunderdome stuff works for the salaciousness and people can talk. But this is when I think when people talk, you find out some things. Because Lady Dimples felt that Brianna threw her under the bus when it came to the King Roman thing. And she felt comfortable enough to ask for the Twitter feed, which Brianna said she didn't give. And Brianna said all she was concerned about was seeing King Roman's thing. And she didn't get to see it. And that's why she was upset. And I'm like, wow. And I'm just listening to these people talk, but I'm like, all of this stuff is going on in the background. And so my thing is, even if you didn't call the person's job or send the email, what was really odd to me is that you give the persons the information or make that information accessible so someone could do it. And see, people don't understand. Sometimes what these content creators do is they will put the information out so somebody who is crazy enough to do it will call or email somebody, but then they'll say, well, I didn't do that, but you put the information out. And that is really, really bad as well. And so I think King Roman had every right to be upset. And then he was doxxed when that content creator came on and called his name. And he called his name, even his fraternity. But that's what people do. And I think it's really weak. I really think it's weak. I really, really think it's weak when people do that. And it doesn't draw me to you. It makes me say, you know what, you weak. Because if you can't come up here and roast and gag and keep it on the YouTube streets, but if you got to go in and try to take somebody's livelihood away, that's wrong. And even when people were calling Bree's job and trying to get her fired, I'm like, y'all stop doing that. And I don't even care for her. I don't even care for her. But she deserves to be on her job. And no one deserves to try to take somebody's livelihood away. I really think people forget that. So it was deep and it was on and popping last night. And I hope King Roman really realizes that you can't give these people what they want. Because Lady Dimples even came up and said that she likes the attention. She's had some dysfunction and she likes to be yelled at. She likes that. So if you don't give her first of all, if you don't give her any attention, then you almost kind of kill it. But any attention that you give some of these people, whether good or bad, they feed on it. And if you give them a response, they want it again. It's almost like a drug. I want it again. You gave it to me. Don't stop giving it to me. I know you're going to go off on me, and I love it because I am used to abuse anyhow. I am used to getting this type of attention, so I love it. I love it. And Lady Dimples, I don't know about your camera slip. I didn't see it, to be honest, but it's YouTube. Look. When they called me moving up, and I was looking like Fat Albert Cousin, boo, it was what it was. But I guarantee you, I said I'm losing this weight, and I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. But baby, it didn't bother me none. It fed the streets, but it is what it is. I'm sensitive about, okay, if you so sensitive about it, then don't come on YouTube. Because Brother Jay, I'm sensitive about that, and I, Brother Jay, Pastor. Well, don't come on YouTube. If you're that sensitive, because honey, YouTube is not for the sensitive. YouTube is not for the sensitive, especially in this beef sector. So, Lady Dimples, I am not saying that you shouldn't have feelings, but you know what's going on. And if you're sensitive, you still have no right to go dock somebody. And you were quite proud of it. You were quite proud of it. And what really got me is you want to talk about the apostolic and the Kojic and the primitive Baptist and the church stuff. Lady Dimples, them church people have hurt you more than anything King Roman has done. Them church people done told you was going to hell and you going to bust it wide open. They done called you and misgendered you in that church more than King Roman will ever do in your lifetime. And you know it. And you know it. So you acting like you so sensitive because you done heard worse. King Roman ain't never take you to the altar and put oil on your head and cast some demons out, okay? Because you know that probably what happened to you. They done probably tried to cast demons out. I'm just saying. Somebody need my little cash app. Okay, y'all, now I'm driving, but I'm going to stop. Let me see what y'all saying in these streets. She said she called someone else like a, I'm just reading y'all comments. This happened last night. Yeah, but her and Triple Red X knew that she had that info on him and didn't say anything. They said it. Wow. See? Damn. So he really lost his job. Yeah, he got another one, but he lost it. And King Roman will always have options. Y'all not gonna stop that man. That man always will have options. If you gonna do something somebody who ain't got nothing, honey, and it's really gonna affect them. But when people got some options, they gonna get something else. I'm just saying. What's up, Sharika? I'm just reading y'all comments. I'm reading y'all comments. It is a low blow. Who child of sector was sectoring last night? Nika Halloween contest, Ken Nola alleged porn, King Roman getting doxxed. Yeah, it was a lot. But we come to the conclusion that was not Ken Nola. That was somebody trying to set Ken Nola up. I'm reading y'all comments. King Roman showed Lady Dimples camera slip. But I heard it was already shown. What's up, Uncle Clyde? Usher. It ain't no friends on YouTube. I'm reading y'all comments. It had nothing to do with what she was doing. She was all over the place. All over the place. All over the place. Somebody said the camera slip wasn't even that bad. Let me say this, y'all. They do not like King Roman. I truly believe the people are jealous of King Roman. They're jealous because King Roman had a good job or has a good job. They're jealous because King Roman is in a fraternity. They're jealous because if he was in a fraternity, that means he went to somebody's college. King Roman is a likable person. He's an attractive person. And again, he didn't give them no shine. And I just beat these people. They crazy. They crazy. I believe they really crazy. And let me say this. Let me say this. If your numbers are up and people are coming to see you, then all of a sudden, oh, you think you better. Oh, you getting beside yourself. We gonna have to break you down. That's how people think over here, and it's sad. And you're never gonna do that because people who have options are gonna make it work. Now, I don't get mad at nobody. Let me say this. When pizza was pizzing, doing her pizza, and honey, when she was in the oven, looking like a whole deep dish, I was not jealous at all. When Kimmy comes up and get 1,000, ain't no need to be jealous. Everybody can win. But these people can't even do that. If you take the attention off of them, baby, it's like they don't know how to handle that. They don't know how to handle it. And I'm just being real. They don't know how to handle that stuff. So I just hope that King Roman handles these people differently because, honey, you got to take these people with a grain of salt. When they called my contracting gig, and that was a contracting gig. When they called my contracting gig, child, I look, they did the next day somebody said, I have a PRN position for hospice care. Are you interested? We're paying you the same. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I am back. I am back. So again, it's a lot of things that happen in these YouTube B sectors and in the streets. And it is what it is. It is what it is. This is why I don't get in alliances with people. I don't do all of this foolishness because a lot of this stuff is about control. Um, and let me say this: I truly believe that King Roman has a life outside of YouTube. And what I was telling King Roman is, you cannot let these people get to you. So again, they doxed me. And again, I had a life outside of YouTube. He ain't ordained. Well, then you found out I was. He ain't working. Then you found out I was. I mean, so I think it's funny because again, I had a life outside of YouTube. Then found something else. Somebody said, "Here you go." Soon as I left, the next day I was working hospice. Period, and nothing missed, and made $3,000. What King Roman has to realize is, you got to take lemons and make lemonade. You cannot let these people try to wear you down, because when you seem upset, when you seem agitated and bothered, they have won. I ain't even giving you that satisfaction. I ain't giving you nothing. And then got mad because the people gave the $3,000. Honey, I chuckled the whole day. You know why? Because the people knew that it wasn't that deep. But the people said, we going to make the devil mad. And honey, baby, even if I was in dire straits, honey, that $3,000 came in handy. And I kept on moving. You can't let these people get to you. I got some fans right now. If I say the sky's blue, they're going to say the sky's gray. I mean, it's just like they are stalkers and everything. And I think it's funny. I think it's funny because one such content creator, and you can't even give them no props, because if you give them props, baby, they think that you are on their tip, and it's like, girl. And I just think it's funny. Some of these people are really funny. So again, King Roman, you can't let these people get to you, because that's the whole thing. And you did go off and you did read them, but King Roman, it doesn't do any good because they thrive off of that kind of mess. They thrive off of it. And when you're agitated and angry, they are happy. And you can't give them that. You cannot. I know that it seems like what, but you can't give them that. You cannot give them that, because they really feed and thrive off of that kind of stuff. So you calling Dimples all kind of bees and all that? She loves that. She thrives off of that. She admitted it. That might have been it as well. That might have been it as well. That might have been it as well. And King Roman don't like to be humiliated. He doesn't like to be, he doesn't like his flaws pointed out, and he goes off. But in the beef sector, you can't do that because people live off of that. And the more upset you get, honey, the more they enjoy it. They want you to be bothered and moved. And honey, when you ain't bothered and moved, honey, they get bothered. Like somebody was telling me that QB had said something about me. Child, I wasn't worried about that. I was talking about something else. I make my own stuff. I don't have to argue with that man. I'm not the one making donuts. Hello, somebody. I'm not the one up there living with. Child, I don't have time to argue with people. I don't. I don't. And this is why I was laughing at her. I don't have time to be arguing with that man. For what? For what? I don't have roaches in my car. I don't have rodents in my engine compartment area. I don't got time for that. Yes, she did. And that's what she does. Let me say this. King Roman, I know these people say, Jay always say that, but it ain't no friends on YouTube. There are no friends on YouTube. King Roman, there are no friends on YouTube. You are a 1099. We are all subcontractors. If you do have a friend on YouTube, somebody just sent me a cash app. Thank you for that old nasty piece of coin. Let me see who's sitting on nasty piece. Thank you, TS and Sass. Ooh, Sassy. 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 Did you hit the lottery? Sassy, did you hit the lottery? Sassy, did you hit the lottery? But let me say this, King Roma, it ain't no friends on YouTube. And if you have friends on YouTube, you don't let everybody know. You just keep it like it is. Now, in your 1099 journey, there are some 1099s that you would love to hang out with and you love to be on camera with. There are some 1099s that you love to be on camera with, but you never want to hang out with them. Okay? And you got to know the difference. King Roman, I see how you moving. And some of these people you move with, I'm concerned because they're going to dump you as well. Let me say this, King Roman. Every one of these people that you done dealt with or you dealing with, I done dealt with. Ain't no friends on YouTube, King Roman. Ain't no friends on YouTube. And you and Bree was thick as thieves. And then something went wrong, right? Uh-huh. Let me say this, King Roman. It ain't no friends on YouTube. It ain't no friends on YouTube, King Roman. It's okay to be in people's chats, but don't get too comfortable and don't get too close because, baby, they will turn. I mean, again, King Roman, I don't even look. I done been through situations. People will actually try to befriend you and act like an angel of light, honey. But in the end of the day, they're working against you and they trying to bring you down. And when you see people like that, King Roman, you move on. Don't even call their name. Just keep it going. Don't think you need to be hopping on 4 panels to be popular. People know who you are already, but it ain't no friends on YouTube, King Roman. And if you think this was a heartache and heartbreak, you keep on because you with the right people. You with the right people. I'm telling you. You better recognize. Now, people can say, Jay, you messy. People can say, Jay, you this and that. Baby, what I said has come to pass. And some of these people can't keep no friends because all they want to do is control you. As soon as you get out of line, you moving funny. Or they want to do that. It ain't no friends on YouTube, King Roman. Y'all gonna learn that. Y'all deny the power, but I'm telling you, if you have a friend on YouTube, value your friendship enough not to expose it. Yeah, and this is why I say these people, but let me say this, y'all. That boomerang always have to come back. It always have to come back. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not even be this month or this year. But that boomerang gonna come back. And all I'm gonna say is I'll hold my peace and I let the Lord fight my battle. I'm telling you, I don't have time to be arguing with a whole lot of people unless I want to. Unless I'm like, it's gonna be a good coin, let me go ahead and do this. But some people I don't even mention. I don't even mention. Ain't even worth it. Y'all gotta play y'all hands right. And Dimples, again, you doing what you doing, Dimples. But when somebody find out your employment, or if somebody find out your relatives and they do an exclusive interview, don't be crying because you see what you're doing. You see what you're doing, Lady Dimples. You see what you're doing. And Lady Dimples, I can't rock with you because it's wrong. And you know it's wrong, Lady Dimples. You said you didn't dox that man, but they said you on Lipstick Alley putting the man's name out. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. Bree, you know they was trying to call your job. They was saying that you was doing transactions while on the phone with people, and they was trying to call your job. And I'm like, damn, why they trying to do that? So you know what it feels like when people try to do that. So why do it to somebody else? That's what I don't get. And this is why I'm saying, were y'all really crushing on the man? What's going on? Why would you even do that? If you don't like somebody no more, then just leave them the hell alone and keep on going. I don't sit there and go and mess with people who I don't like. Always doing mess like that. And for the mere fact, again, now this is what people don't get, but I'm going to say it. For the mere fact that you put that information on LSA, even if you did not call that man's job, you were the cause because you put that information out there hoping that someone else would. You ain't slick. It's just like that content creator who did some things and then she said, I didn't do that, but you cause people, you put it out there. And Lady Dimples, I think it's very irresponsible. Anybody who puts people information out there so people could do whatever is very irresponsible and it's very dangerous. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And when it's not, look, it's not important to you until it happens to you. And subscribers, stop going along with this because you may be the next victim. You may be the next person. You may be the next person. It ain't important to you until it happens to you. And I'm just calling it out. Is Sir King still, you know, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Is he still doing videos? I ain't trying to call the man up or not, but I have not heard from him in a while. Is he still on? Is Sir King still doing things? I ain't heard that name in a long time. Anyway. So y'all, it was a lot going on yesterday. So we had the costume competition. Lady Nika is very much doing her thing. At the end of the day, y'all, it's what the replays do. And look like Lady Nika replays are replaying. And let me say this. You can put your stuff on members only. Nobody ain't paying. I know I ain't paying. Hello, somebody. So big ups to Lady Nika for doing what you're doing, Lady Nika. Congratulations. And people like your stuff. Kwani said that people didn't have no music. And they said, what's his name had that music flowing. And they said it sound good. They said Lady Nika thing was very, very nice. So big ups to Lady Nika. And then, of course, the Ken Nola. And I'm here to say that Ken Nola was not in the porn. But, baby, like I said, I don't be looking at that stuff like that. I had to get somebody to come and verify that. And I called Ken up. I said, if somebody know what Ken is, go get Ken. He was no big whoop. I wanted Ken to come on in. I wanted him to say, no, it wasn't me and it wasn't him. And so hopefully he found out who LSA reporter is. And then here come Lady Dimples laughing at it. And see, Lady Dimples, see, again, here you go. And all we were talking about is Ken, and then the Ken thing ran right on into King Roman. And baby, people be really working behind the scenes with this kind of stuff. I don't know why Pizarro and Bree wasn't there. I wasn't there either, but I heard it was good. Let me say this. I ain't mad at Lady Nika. I ain't mad at maybe Lady Nika. And I'm glad Lady Nika numbers are numbering. And I'm sure the competitions were good. I'm sure both of them were good. But it's a damn shame that somebody would have a competition on the same day as somebody. You know, it used to bother me when they would be having musicals and everything, and choirs would be having their workshop concerts, and then here go another choir having the choir concert on the same day, and then you have to pick and choose. And I'm like, damn, why couldn't you just do the other day? I don't ever want to have my stuff on the same day as somebody else, but that's what it says. And again, everybody was doing the thing, but I'm glad Lady Nika came through. I'm glad Lady Nika came through because I think the intent was all wrong, and I'm glad Lady Nika came through. Big ups to Lady Nika. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link because I'm at my destination. Oh, thank you. But I want to give a Sassy show again a big old shout out. Honey, Sassy sent oh nasty love off for Honey. Honey, she sent one of them stick and shut in offers to let the pastor know that I'm still alive. Come on now, you did that. So big up to the Sassy show. I done dropped the link. If anybody want to come on the link, drop it because I done said what I need to say. I'm getting ready to go off. I don't know what this was. I just I'm supposed to be deep and philosophical. I just opinion, and that's what I did. Gave my little opinion. Somebody said it's no different than someone going over someone, baby, and it still didn't stop the cruise. You right about that. You right about that. It didn't stop. Mm-mm-mm. Lyric, hold on for a minute, y'all. Okay, Shelly said she about to come on in a few. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let Shelly come on in a few. Okay, I see Shelly. I'm gonna drop it one more time. Oh Lord, why you gotta always hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm gonna drop it one more time. It don't matter to me. Because the thing is, y'all, let me say this. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Hold on for a minute. I think this is Shelly. Let me check. I'm not mad at it at all. Because if you're gonna win, you're gonna win. It don't matter what people try to do. When you got your stuff together, you just got your stuff together. What's up, Sassy?
Hey, good morning.
Sassy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Sassy, are you here?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you can't hear me, I
I can
guess.
hear you now, Sassy. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday. Before Shelly's like, that's not me. It's me. It's me, Shelly. I sent you too much. I'm wondering if you can send me half back.
Okay, I'll send you half back.
Oh, look, you're not supposed to say it like that. You're supposed to say, what's your line? There are no refunds or something.
No, Sassy, I would, like I said, Sassy, you know what? People really think folk money hungry, but if you really did that, Sassy, I would
Not
send it back.
just, I was just playing.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Y'all know that I said I was gonna send it back, but
see?
don't start playing them games. Don't start playing them games. But Sassy, what's going on? What's your thoughts on what's going on in these beef sector streets?
Child, I was out and about. I have a funeral to go to this morning and then a concert later this night. So I was out trying to, do stuff or whatever. So I wanted to see, I knew what Demetrius was going to be. So I really wanted to see hers because I knew she was going to do a great job. So I really just saw that on Demetrius. And then I saw uh, probably the second half or something, I think, of VS's, but it appeared that both ladies did a great job. And then I came over to your live and Hunty. Okay, the Ken news almost just, I mean, honey, I had to sit up in the bed. And then I got the photo and I said, "Ooh, child, what is they doing?" And
But
then
do you see now? Look, I don't look at Ken like that, and I don't look at Ken that often. Okay, and this was an old photo of they were saying that this is when he first came on, right? Again,
Mhm.
according to the email. So I'm like, what is this? And so I'm like, somebody please help me because I'm like, I was flabbergasted. I was taken aback. And
Yeah,
so
thank
I came on, and of course I didn't show the people because it's porn. But then when Joy saw it, when Tracy saw it, and when Aunt Donna saw it, and then
you.
ODS came on, then I'm like, okay. And then Ken came up, and he's like, no, that's not me. And and I'm like, good, good, good. But you saw it, and I mean, I was like, what?
I mean, it was just a what kind of situation. And the person who sent it to me said, I don't think it's Ken. So you know how you already have that in your mind. So if they had just sent it, then I would have had to blow it up and look at it and I didn't do all of that. They just said, oh, here's the pic. And I don't think it's Ken, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. But it was just good commentary. Nevertheless, it got squashed almost immediately. And thank you guys for the
Mhm.
condolences. It's a friend of the family's child. So, but anyway,
Oh, we really sorry to hear about that. Yeah.
yeah, thank you guys. But the after this is what I think you did such a good job. Now I know this is gonna be, kind of seem like shady, but listen to me. Sometimes you lose patience, right? Sometimes
Hmm.
you're the star of the show. It was a lot of stuff going on last night where you could have either snapped, and by the way, you snapping on Lovely Love was quite hilarious. That was a cute snap. um but very, very funny. It was so funny because I love me some Lovely Love, but Lord knows she'll make me snap. So it was just so funny, but that was a cute snap. But you held your composure. You understood the assignments, honey. You understood the assignments last night, honey. And I was like, yes, JW, let it flow, honey. Let it flow. We got to get this motherfucking tea, honey. And I don't know who did what to who, but that story is a wild story. And I'm very proud of King Roman for listening to you, for perhaps reading the chat and allowing the story to manifest so that he could hear for himself what everybody's side was and what was, you know what I'm saying? So, because to me, that's the best way. Because you can blow up at, I mean, if that, I hate to
And
say
I
if,
gave him his chance to vent,
yeah,
because he was really
exactly.
pissed off. But when King Roman sees red, he sees red.
Ooh,
Because I never forget when I started talking about his forehead, baby, he went in and let have. And he didn't
ooh.
realize with me, I'm gonna sit there and laugh at you because I don't really care. I mean, but it was TV. But he was really mad, and he gets upset. And then I'm like, King Roman, in this sector, you cannot feed these people this way because Lady Dimples admitted that she loves to be insulted.
Yeah. Yeah. And she has from the beginning of me knowing her, which is probably 3 or more years now. So it was good that you brought that out. Like I said, I mean, he was like, that was a good way to put it. He just sees red and he's going so low and so hard. And I think some people are like, okay, well, why this such a visceral reaction? But then when you hear what he's saying happened to him, who would not be upset at that level, right? But then
Yeah.
thought it was good that Brianna clicked the link and said, listen, I don't have nothing to do with you being doxxed. I don't have nothing to do with this. This is what this was about. So the whole commentary on both
Child, it was
sides,
about some dangling.
I don't think like that. Like I just, that's just amazing to me. But I guess when you come from that level of trauma, you can allow things to take you out of your body to do wicked things to people because they're not paying attention to you. I don't, that shit is wild to me. Like to be at that level of trauma and then to put that on someone else and then to involve your homegirl, like I'm very curious as to see what else is going to come from this story. So
Well, Bree said now, I was very interesting because Bree was real calm. And
mhm.
let me tell you what I got off with Lady Dimples now. Lady Dimples wanted King Roman to calm down, but then when Bree came up, she wanted to act a fool
Good, great
and
point.
overtalk.
Great
And
assessment. Wanted to
overtalk. And I'm like,
overtalk.
okay, something's wrong now because you trying to
Uh-huh.
let this lady's trying to give her point of view, and you trying to block her like you wanted to talk to King Roman. Now
Mhm.
you doing the same thing to Bree. So what's really going on
What's
here?
really going on? Mhm.
And Bree said it, and Bree said she wanted to get the Twitter feed because she wanted to see your penis. And Bree said that's what it's all about. And baby, it was like silence.
I mean, that was crazy. That is crazy. Like, I mean, the mental capacity of some of these people is just ridiculous at this point. Like, that is crazy to be that wicked. Like, I mean, all I can say is, karma is a bitch. You know, you just, I know that this is the beef sector, and y'all know I don't click nobody link preaching and all that, but damn, when y'all start reaching people in their real lives and they haven't done anything to you, I mean, even her explanation of what he had done, I was like, what happened? Like, I still don't get it. Like, she's saying he misgendered her one time, and that was enough for her for this type of visceral. It doesn't make any sense. I mean,
And
it's
yet
really
she done probably got misgender, cussed out, laid hands on at the church, and a lot of this is trauma
oh,
from church. I
it's
just, because I know she done got more business. She done got the business from the people from the church more than she got in the sector.
you know that, but I heard that
Especially the kind of church she went to the apostolic church, so they
exactly
probably been trying to cast them demons out every Sunday.
every Sunday of her life. But you know what I heard, and I don't think JW, I don't think JC will mind me saying this, but this was years ago. And you know, if somebody tells me what pronouns they go by, that's just what I call them, period. You know, I don't even second
Mm-hmm.
guess it. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying something, and it was me and JC, and we were on the panel. And I remember we were on DKL's panel, and James said, well, but Dimples is not transgender. Dimples is dresses up in drag. And I said, in my mind, I was like, no, I don't. I think Dimples is transgender, but I didn't say nothing because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. And I said, okay, thanks. You know, and then I swear, not even 6 months later, she had her camera slip with her, you know, fade cut, and which let me know that underneath the wig she's still maintaining her own, you know, boy hairstyles, which let me know that in front of other people you're coming out as a boy. You understand what I'm saying? That's the reason why I'm bringing that up, because if you were living your life as a woman, you would have grown, you know, they grow their hair out, they, you know what I'm saying, it's not, you're not going to be getting a male haircut. So
She wants the best of both worlds, I
yeah,
guess.
I think so. So I think in her real life, and I guess she's admitted this. I don't know. This is a tricky subject, but in her real life, perhaps, you know, she's you know, a man, and then this is her alter ego or persona that she can do online, because again, it doesn't make sense for a transgender woman to have, you know, a fade cut. Not a feminine transgender woman anyway.
Yeah.
But
Well,
nevertheless,
Sassy, let me say this real quickly. Now, I have been accused of working with Shelly,
thank you, Hambone.
Kimberly, Kimmy, and Tracy, and we're running plays. I've heard it. I've heard it. I heard it. You will never have somebody saying, "Oh, we did this, this, and the third." But I think people running plays, and what gets me is that people are so free to pass information along and give information to people, and but they want to give the information, but they want to keep their hands clean of it. And what I'm going to say again is what I'm going to say. And I know I'm going to take a risk of doing this because I really don't want to be bothered with this person, but I'm going to say it again. When Jay Dunn put my number out there and I started getting all these calls, she said she had nothing to do with it. Bull crap. Because for the mere fact, when you put something out there, you don't know who's going to do what. But they wouldn't have done it had you not put it out there. And you try to clean your hands by saying, I didn't do it, but you did. And I think people really need to be careful with that because, and I feel the same way. All of this information, putting that man's stuff out there, I'm like, for what? And what it says to me is that it says to me that you're not confident in your roasting and gagging game, and you got to be weak, and this is what you got to do.
It's me.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Shelly, let me say this and I'll drop down. Hambone,
Hey,
thank you
Sassy.
so much. Hey,
You
thank you
don't
so
have to
much.
go anywhere. I just want to say one little thing.
Okay, let me just say this to Hambone. Hambone, thank you so much for the attempted correction. However, I did want to say visceral because it's a deep, you know, feeling that he had, right? So I could have said vitriolic, but I really meant visceral. But thank you so much for the attempted correction. I appreciate it.
Go ahead, Shirley.
Okay, I'm sorry. So what I wanted to say, and then I'm going to leave the rest of it. We can revisit it later on. Now, Dimples, which I know from not a single place at all, other than parading around the beef sector or whatever. Dimples has said some crazy things to me time and time again, and I have done nothing to bother Dimples. Now, am I crying about it? No, because I understand that it comes along with the position, but you cannot cry and play victim and say that people are doing things to you or that they took it too far. I mean, like King Roman took it too far or whatever. When you put your mouth on people all the time that don't know you from a damn single place. Now, of all things, the last thing that Dimple said to me was that I was confused because I proclaimed to be apostolic, but yet I go to a non-denominational church. Now, for you to know that, that means that you're over on my page, up in my business. You know what I'm saying? Now, I could say that you're confused because you have, you know, a stuffed bra on top and ding-a-ling at the bottom, but I don't say anything. I don't even get in the mix or the middle of that. You know what I'm saying? But don't dish it if you cannot take it. You know what I'm saying? And there is no apostolic church near me. So that is why I go to non-denominational, but I don't have to answer to anybody but God. You see what I'm saying? But Dimples is not a victim at all.
Okay. Oh, there go Lady Dimple. She said, Shelly, you are a damn liar. Okay, interesting.
Like
Well,
I
Dimples,
said,
I just Dimples, you know what though? Let me say this. I heard after you left my panel that you went to LSA and that you put that man's name out. And Dimples, I just think it's bad. Let me say this, Dimples, now. You get upset when people do stuff, but Dimples, it's not right. And I just think that when you put that information out there, you are kind of responsible as well because you're putting people's information out there. And Brianna said that the only reason you did this because you wanted to see that man's private parts, and she did not share that with you, and it made you upset. And that's why you're saying for her that she threw you under the bus. And one thing I did notice, ladies Dimples, is when King Roman was going in on you, you were upset because you couldn't talk. But it seems like the same thing you were accusing King Roman of doing, you did it to Bree. And I'm just very interested in that. And why? Because Lady Dimples, you have fought with a lot of people in the beef sector. But did you really like King Roman? Were y'all crushing? Because yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Lady Dimples, and I don't have no beef with you, but I don't know. I don't like this exposing and doing all of this stuff. I think it's weak, and I think you're better than that, Lady Dimples. And one thing you did say was that you're used to this and you get off on abusive talking, and that kind of bothered me. And I'm like, and so yeah, I don't know, Dimples. I don't know. I don't know. And then you've been accused of porn bombing. You've been accused of porn bombing and doxing, and so yeah. I want to thank Sassy again for that piece of old change that she gave me. And Lady Dimples, I mean, you can always hit the link, but I just think that King Roman was very upset, and so we don't put our place in we don't sit in other people's places. But if somebody calls your job and you had to answer to HR, you would be livid, you would be fuming. So why do it to someone else if you don't
and
want it
I'll
done
drop
to
down so
you?
she can come up and have the conversation with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, if you don't want people to do that to you, why do you do that to other people? And you can come up. I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna be respectful. But I'm just a little confused. And you know, and the man has every right to be upset. But for what you said or why you did this to him, I don't know. It's one thing to have a camera slip, but it's another thing to dox people and get information and I don't know. So and Dimples may or may not come up. I don't know what she's gonna do. I'm giving her this opportunity before I leave off. She may or may come up, but you're welcome. And at the end of the day, I'm not gonna, go off unless you do a lovely love on me. And even lovely love got in order. Praise the Lord. Because honey, lovely love is about to get on my nerves. Trying to change the topic, Jesus. I'm gonna drop the link one more time, and after I drop the link, if you don't come up, I'm just ending the live because I just wanted to come up and say what I saw, and and I did see Kwani. I listened to Kwani's assessment, and Kwani was, I think she was balanced. She said I didn't like the person. She said, but I think some of her people were good. She did go off on Duchess Kelly Love's child. Ooh. So anyway, that's Kwani. But yeah, really interesting. Okay, this is Lady Dimples. Lady Dimples, I'm gonna have to put my little thing on, honey, because I don't know how you feel about me today, and I don't want to see no porn on my stuff. What's up, Lady Dimples?
Jay Wilson,
Late.
I can't believe that I gotta leave my motherfucking job to fucking address this bullshit. Okay, I
Okay,
don't.
address it.
First of all, Shelly's a goddamn lie. That bitch really need to take some things. I know she was bipolar, but does she have dissociative disorders or something? Shelly, I never knew you were apostolic. I never knew this is me and you never talked church. Bitch, the only time we fucking interacted was on Jay Wilson's platform. Jay Wilson, remember that time when I apologized and then I was speaking in tongues on there? Because that bitch wanted to tag me, to put my name in the title, telling me I was the embarrassment to the LGBTQIA community. Shut the fuck up, Shelly. You are delusional. You literally made up a whole scenario in your motherfucking head. That was the only time we've ever interacted. I've never spoke to you. Other than that, well, me and Jay Wilson, and we let that shit go because I didn't like what the fuck you said. How dare you? Made up a whole fucking situation in her fucking head. I never talked to her, that bitch. What the fuck am I going to talk about? It's denominations. Who cares? If you go to a non-denominational church which use apostolic, it's about what the fuck you believe in your fucking heart.
Okay. I agree with you.
Same thing,
You said
Pastor.
I'm
You've
not I'm not
been
agreeing with you
Baptist,
to say that you
Colton,
were right or
all
wrong, but
different
I hear what you're saying.
reformations. I mean,
Okay.
goddamn, I don't get into that shit. I just know how I was raised.
Okay. Okay. And let me say this. I'm not saying that she's right. I understand that she's
Just
saying that
saying
I really
she's
didn't
right.
know
The
she was
bitch lied.
apostolic.
You don't have to
Okay.
say anything. The bitch lied. We never had no conversation other than what was on
Okay.
your platform.
She
She
said the
had
video
a
is still
whole.
up.
No, it isn't. Where?
Okay. Well,
Post it.
she said post it, Shelly. But this is the thing. Was Brianna accurate in saying that that's what you wanted to see was King Roman's private parts? And she said that you were asking her for stuff. I mean, because it seemed like you
No,
was
that's.
really adamant and pissed off at Brianna. And it was almost like what King Roman was doing to you was doing to Brianna. Why, now, were you
Let me
upset and you
address these
wanted to say,
points
no,
because
you lying?
I ain't got much time, Pastor, and I ain't got to
Okay.
be interrupting. I really don't because I'm
Go
at
ahead.
work.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
So, number one, unequivocally, I'm not going to swear, I will affirm to the Almighty God, I didn't call that man's job. As I said last night, and I gave my situation, I don't play with people's livelihoods. Yes, I doxed that bitch. I put his damn LinkedIn, the very first top of his LinkedIn page on fucking LSA. And when it was acknowledged, it was taken down. It was on there for less than 5 minutes just to let that bitch know that I know who the fuck you are, okay? That was the only fucking thing. You cannot tell someone how to respond. That bitch, not only was it the camera slip, he repeatedly kept showing it. He repeatedly, did you hear those death threats and things he said about me? How he's going to skin me alive and how he came out his body? Those horrible transphobic remarks that he had. If I really wanted to, I could flag your damn channel for that. All those horrible things that he said about me. I mean, it's bigger. It's one thing to have an issue with me, but those things are detrimental to the community, especially a Black trans person of identity when we are marginalized. And do you see how many death rates we are killed? He's from the freaking Baltimore area. There was a trans woman that was just walking down the street that was fucking viciously attacked by some straight guys. It is dangerous out here. And that is that type of person that weaponizes their fucking straightness and tries to come against us. How dare?
Okay.
So I didn't have the same energy level for Roman because he's mad. I know I didn't call his fucking job. All right. And he could believe it or not, I didn't call his fucking job. Now regarding Brie, everybody know I'm a fucking dick pig. I love seeing fucking dick. I love dick and whatever. No, I wanted, they talking about a freak Twitter. Yeah, I want to see that. But no, bitch, what happened and what actually happened. And if you notice when she was reading, she was skipping over it. I went to her, and mind you, this is after I'm being instructed to go on mute and not even talk about this situation. But it kept coming up and not going away. And it's like, well, we need to address this. He's dragging us, you know what I mean? So then he comes up in his head, this another delusional bitch, that he's adamant that I'm the one that called his job and doxed him and everything. I didn't see anything. Only thing is I've seen his LinkedIn page. That's the only thing. And that, yeah, you have some nice jobs, which is a misalignment because you have these nice jobs and everything and a 6-figure nigger, but you out here acting like a fucking hoodlum. Like, I don't get that, but neither here nor there.
I got a question for you, and I'm hearing what you're saying. Natasha Milan is also transgender, but she doesn't get the heat and vitriol that you get. And I'm wondering why, because it seems like people don't have a problem with the transgenderism. They have a lot of problems with your actions. And I've heard a lot of people say, I don't care what
that's a motherfucking
I don't care
lie.
what Dimples is. I just have a problem with how she moves.
How I move? How the fuck do I move? I defend myself.
I'm just telling you. A lot of people have said.
Well,
they said,
Well, I'm asking you. How do I move? I come on here. I'm cordial. I'm shady. No different than nobody else in this fucking beef sector. So why do I get so much heat? I'm defending myself. I porn bombed Sir King because I was defending myself because he was allowing me to be attacked in the fucking chat. Now, you cannot like my actions, but you can't tell me how to defend myself. The reason why I doxed that bitch is because he kept repeatedly showing something that was very sensitive that he knew and kept dragging and being transphobic and all that. They can say what the fuck they want. Natasha Milan's not out
could
here
it
like
be
me.
that you surround yourself with the wrong folk and there are no friends on YouTube? Because I've been saying that. And Lady Dimples, like, we don't have any issue. To be honest, I just maybe wrote to gag you. But my thing is, why these people? If they show you who they are, then why be with them? If they're gonna get you to the point where you're going to porn bomb someone or do that.
And I told you, that I didn't have much time, that I'm at work and I need to address the point regarding Bree's accusations. Well, I guess if she wants to say no, but the point was Bree, King Roman is adamant that he sounds very confident that he knows. So I'm like, what was shown that he's so adamant like this? Yeah, proof, like what's going on? So I went to her and I said, since I'm being accused of doxing King Roman, show me the information you have. The bitch gonna tell us some no, she ain't show nobody. Well, that's a fucking lie because you showed you showed ODS and TRX. So
how do you feel about ODS, Brianna, Triple Red X now? I mean, are you ever gonna be cool with them? I mean, the relationship has been torn apart and ripped up because of this situation?
Well, Triple Red X, I don't have a problem with Triple Red X. I just stopped communicating with him because I didn't like putting him in the middle of a situation. You know what I mean? It was something innocent, and I just, to maintain the integrity of it, I ceased that. ODS is a fucking nasty ass, dusty ass bitch. Did you see that video of him jerking off outside of T-Mobile that they don't want to talk about?
I never saw it. No.
Oh, Passer. Where's your?
You sure it was because we just had a situation with Ken and you was very elated, and again you with LSA, so I was like, I hope this ain't a Lady Dimples thing.
I've never fucking denied. That's why Kwani called me a damn whore. I like fucking dick. I'm not denying it. Shit.
Okay.
I never denied it. I've always owned myself, no matter what light they put me in. I admit it. Yes, I was a dick pig. I was nasty. I was sucking and slurping at the glory hole. Yeah, I was doing all that fucking shit. What the fuck? I'm telling my fucking truth. They want to weaponize my truth because I stand in my shit.
Shut your manly ass up, bitch. Shut your manly ass up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Because ain't no fucking video of me doing anything behind a T-Mobile.
Oh, there's
so shut
not.
the fuck up with the lies.
There's not.
No, that's not no fucking T-Mobile. Why you fucking stalking and worried about
Okay.
everything? You
All
in the
right.
situation you in now for stalking
I'll be
King
that
Roman,
man.
bitch.
I'll be
Stop
Well,
that
if
fucking
it
man.
being
wasn't
I
nasty
didn't
and
T-Mobile,
stalk
fucking
was it
him. You
another
nigga that
and
don't
Bree
want
did.
location?
you.
You and
You
Bree did
are a
that, not
monster.
me.
You are a
You and Bree
transformer.
did
You are
that.
not a trans anything but
You
a
and Bree did
transformer.
that.
You are a
Pastor, are you
motherfucking
done with me?
transformer, bitch. No
So
man
my
will ever
question
lay
is,
you
if it wasn't a
down
Talking.
T-Mobile,
without you
was it a
paying,
Oh,
bitch.
place
but many
though?
men
I
lay me down.
mean,
I'm very
so
popular. You want what I
official. Hold on for a minute.
have,
I got a question.
honey. I'm
So
very
official
popular.
ODS. So my thing is, what you do in your business is your business. But what you're saying is, it was not a T-Mobile. But
But
are
you were
you on a
outside. He was
video?
outside. He was outside of a store. Yeah, he was.
I'm just asking the question. How did you get this, Lady
So
Dimples?
unlike this man in a wig over here who's scared to show himself in any capacity, I don't have. Hold
ODS?
on. Can you hear me,
I can hear you.
Jay Wilson?
I can hear you, ODS.
Oh, I had got a call. But unlike this man in the wig, I have a whole platform where I show myself in sexual form. That's not something I'm here to talk about though, because that ain't got shit to do with YouTube. This bitch is prying in people's information the same way she did King Roman and started stalking him. This isn't the first person she stalked. She told you about the guy in jail. She got somebody fired and all that shit. Dimples is
Mm-hmm.
a transformer, a monster, so to speak. Natasha Milan is a respected trans woman throughout the streets and on YouTube. For her to try to say that you trying to put them against each other is bullshit because she knows she's a big flat-foot man. Just because she sounds like a pussy doesn't mean she has one.
Okay.
So what the
And I
fuck I
wasn't
do with
putting
my
her
dick?
against Natasha. I was just saying that Natasha Milan does not have the vitriol that she has. And don't get me wrong, people don't like Natasha Milan either. But Natasha Milan is respected in most people's places. And you don't hear porn bombing along with Tasha Milan. You don't
Right, because
hear.
Natasha Milan doesn't stalk people looking for acceptance. She chills out, eat her Lorna Dones, and talk shits in the chat. Period. This
Hmm.
bitch right here who can't talk to their family, friends, or anybody because they have social issues and issues with their identity, as they always admit, they come to the YouTube to make up a world. They are the reason the show Catfish was created because of niggas like that who sit there with a motherfucking bald head and a fade and act like they a whole bitch when they not. So what I'm not here to talk about is anything dealing with my sexual life because I get paid on OnlyFans for that, not YouTube. So that's not
Okay.
important to
And
any
you
of the
know what? I'm
conversation.
not mad at that. And like I said, now, believe it or not, people think I would know that. I don't know that. I don't, you see what I'm saying? I know that you all think I am going everywhere. But again, ODS, I don't think you've ever heard me mention this. I didn't even know about it. I know that she kept bringing this up. And my thing is, it seems like she's trying to attach that action with the job that you were on
Right.
and
She can
to
try.
put that
He
in.
can try all he wants, but that ain't got shit to do with my job, bitch. Don't got shit to do with it. If I tried that job shit a year ago, I'm still at the same job. It'll be 10 years in January. I'm not going anywhere. So that's pointless. So while she might have made King Roman choose to leave his job, that shit won't happen with me. Before I do that, I'll hit up King Roman, get that bitch information, and then I'll pull up on Dimples myself. How about that?
Okay.
So
Okay.
any
Well,
discussion about me in a sexual manner, if you want to see my dick, Wilson, you're more than welcome to follow the Twitter or go join the OnlyFans. But that's not
that's
what I'm here
okay.
on
No,
YouTube to
I
talk
got
about.
I got my own
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
That's
And
cool.
Dimples cannot tell you anything about a video about me besides one that she sit and play with her little dick watching while she's trying to get off and looking at me. So I ain't got nothing to do with all that.
Okay. Well, ODS, I'm glad that you hit the link because you're more than welcome to. And again, Lady
I was trying to
Dimples,
figure out. It felt like deja vu because I know we just had this conversation last night, and this bitch up here whining and crying as soon as I hit your chat saying the same fuck shit again. So I'm like, damn, is Jay Wilson replaying last night, or is something new coming out of it? And I hear it's nothing new, just the same bullshit.
okay. Okay. Well, you've heard it. And the reason why she came up because it was really Shelly, and I was asking her about the relationship with her and Bree, and then of course, and Triple Red and yourself, and of course, this is what came up.
Yeah, I heard you
So
ask her
yeah.
about me, but Wilson, I know you don't follow and watch. We don't have a friendship at all. So for you to ask her about a relationship with me, that's redundant. That's just like me asking you about a relationship with motherfucking. I don't even know a
ODS.
bitch
I'm
that you
I'm
don't get along with.
ODS. I'm here for my coin. I mean, and to
Right,
be
but
honest,
I
you're
ain't got no
right.
relationship with her
You're
though. So
right.
I
I
mean,
don't
fact check
I
your
don't
work.
know. Yeah, I don't know you, and I haven't followed you. But yeah. So yeah. So I mean, I'm just
Yeah,
being
so I'm letting
honest.
you know right now there is no friendship. That bitch can't speak on me and tell you anything about me.
I got you. All right. So ODS. Anything else?
No, unless I need to come the fuck back up here, I'll be in the chat.
Okay, not a problem at
Thank
all.
you.
So that was ODS. And so we've heard that loud and clear. And so it's just really interesting. I just wanted to make sure I got the clarity because it seemed like T-Mobile behind the T-Mobile was always coming up. And I'm like, well, was it? And of course, I don't know all of this stuff with ODS. So it is what it is. And I got the answer that I needed. I'm gonna ask the questions. And you don't have to answer them either, by the way. So I just thought it was interesting. Well, look, you all, I'm getting ready to head on out. It was very interesting today, and I'm sure um, we'll hear more. But look, y'all have a great day, and I'm getting ready to head on out. Probably we'll go to a few places, and y'all do what y'all got to do, and you all take care, and we'll see what happens again. Peace and love, y'all. Bye.